Hello everyone and welcome back. This is going to be a bit of a shorter video following up on the oboe video we did previously. Today we will be exploring the English horn. Now a lot of the information for the English horn can actually be brought over directly from the information of the oboe. So if you haven't watched that video yet, I recommend going back and watching it. I will be referencing a lot of it today. You can watch it here. I recommend watching that video as they are part of the same instrument family. The English horn is a lower range than the oboe. It falls into the alto range of instruments and can be basically thought of as a slightly down-pitched oboe. The lower pitch is a direct result of the instrument being about 1.5 times the size as your standard oboe, so it's a little bigger. It is also a very deep and rich instrument with a very warm and mellow mid-range. And it also has very weak high-end capabilities. Now a lot of this sounds very similar to the oboe already. In this sense, we can directly see how these instruments will be similar, and it's for that reason that this video will be very brief. When writing for the English horn, it's important to keep in mind that this is actually a transposing instrument, and it does transpose down to the F by a perfect fifth. This means that if you write a C in sheet music, when the musician plays that, it will actually play the F below that C. And if you were to say write an E, it would play the A below that E. In short, this means that this instrument will actually have two different ranges to keep in mind, and that is the written range, which is B2 to G5, which is the range in which you will write for this instrument on sheet music, and the sounding range, which is E2 to C5, which is the range that the instrument actually plays as notes. Now, if you're a composer that works with virtual instruments, this will not affect you in any way because we all use piano rolls. However, if you are a composer who dabbles in sheet music, even uses it all the time, you'll want to keep this in mind if you plan on writing for the English horn on your own, as well as transferring anything you write in sheet music over to your DAW or just anything to do with this instrument in general. You'll want to keep in mind that it's transposing down a perfect fifth. You'll especially want to keep this in mind when you write all of it up into your DAW and realize your English horn is playing a fifth higher than it should be. Sad. One very important distinction you will want to make when comparing the English horn to the oboe is the larger bell you see at the end of the instrument. This actually gives it a much more distinctive sound and tonal quality, and we can hear the difference this causes when comparing the two instruments side by side in a similar range. We can hear that difference that this larger bell is giving this instrument. Now, the English horn is also extremely virtuoistic, even compared to the oboe, which excels at solo lines and light accompaniments. The English horn is even more so does. Now, you'll want to keep all the restrictions and extra features we mentioned for the oboe in mind, because all of them will actually apply to the English horn, with only one extra addition. And that being that the English horn cannot do trills and tremolo effects with as large intervals as the oboe, so the ranges have to be smaller, and you want to keep that in mind. Fun fact about the English horn, it is neither English nor a horn. Its true name is cor anglais, which was mistranslated some centuries ago, which is why in the Americas, we now call it commonly the English horn. However, if you work professionally with this instrument or are very familiar with it or have, done your research into orchestration, you will know that its true name and what it is actually called is the cor anglais. And this instrument actually originates from the area around Germany. So, not English at all. Anyways, guys, so that will be it for this video. Very brief, very short. We just wanted to do a quick overview on the difference between oboe, English horn, and the extra uses an English horn can do, because it is a part of a standard symphony orchestra, so it's an instrument you want a little bit more details on. Make sure to give this video a like and hit that sub button if you haven't already. It really helps me make more of these videos, help spread them to more people. And that will be it for this video, guys. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.